are worshipped on the first day of Tihar, as the cawing of crows symbolize the death, savagery and the illiteracy in humans. The crows themselves symbolize death and savagery. So in order to satisfy the needs of a crow and death itself, crows are to be kept satisfied on this day. As of contrary belief, they are said to have spiritual powers that can free us humans of illiteracy, savagery, and all the problems that await us. It is also said to give us the positive contingencies that we always hope for. Thank you.
Dog Tihar or Kukut Puja. On the second day of Yama Panchak, we celebrate Kukut Puja. In Newari, it is also known as Hita Puja. Dogs are very important in the Hindu culture and are respected. Dogs, in Mahabharata also, Bhairava, a magnificent form of Lord Shiva, also had a Vahan which was a dog. On this day, dogs are fed and are worshipped. Also, Yama, the Lord of Death, has two guard dogs with 4 eyes each. They watch over the Narakadeep, and this festival or this day is also celebrated as Naraka the Deep. Thank you.
Gai Tihar. In Hinduism, cow signifies wealth and prosperity. In ancient times, people benefited a lot from cow. Its milk, dung, and even its urine was used for purification. The houses were cleaned and doorways and windows were decorated by garlands made up of sarpatri and makhmali. In this particular day, people serve cow with the best grass to show their gratefulness.
In the evening, Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, is bestowed and thanked for bringing all the benefits on the families by lighting oil lamps and candles on the doorways and the windows. In the night, the girls enjoy themselves by singing and dancing and visiting all the neighbors. They also collect the money as tip from houses and share the bounty among themselves.
From the third day onward, Tihar is celebrated with Devsi and Bailu. The ceremony is mainly sung by the boys while Bailu is sung by the girls. Tihar is a melodic and tells the story of the festival. In return, people give them sel roti and bless them with happiness as well.
Lakshmi Puja also brings prosperity, peace, happiness among all the family members and relatives.
On the fourth day of Tihar, there are 3 different known pujas depending on the people cultural background. Mainly, ox is worshipped on this day by giving different types of food. It is observed as Guru Tihar or Guru Puja. People who follow Vaishnavism worship Govardhan mountain. Govardhan cow dung is taken as a representative of the Govardhan mountain. And in majority of the Newar community, they celebrate Mahapuja, which is worshipping ourselves. This day is seen as the beginning of the new Nepal Sambat calendar year. Thank you.
Aitika is celebrated in the 5th day of Tihar. It symbolizes long life and for the protection of the brother, the sister put tika in the forehead of the brother. The brother in return gives the sister for thanking her for the tika. It is believed that Yamaraj visited his sister Yamuna and she did the same. From then, in our country Nepal, it is celebrated as Bhai Tika. I think in India and Nepal they have both similar culture, yet they celebrate differently.
afternoon. Today, for this project, IAC project, we have celebrated Yama Panchak, and we've done a mock session because we've already celebrated this in school in the month of October. So we had to share it with our partner school. That is why we did a mock session. Maybe this did not give a clear picture, but this is just an idea that how and why we celebrate this festival. Actually, this festival is one of the most important festivals of Hindus. As my students have already mentioned, what is done on these 5 different days. Okay, let me just repeat it once again. On the first day, we worship the bird, crow. Second day, we worship the honest animal, that is the dog. Third day, it's cow, and in the evening, we worship goddess of wealth, Lakshmi. She brings happiness, prosperity, peace, and wealth, and good health in our family. And next day, we celebrate another animal, important animal for the farmers, that is ox. And in the evening, we celebrate Ma Puja, that is self-worship. The divine within all of us is worshipped in the evening especially by Newar community. And in the morning, we celebrate Govardhan hill. That symbolizes the environment. If we keep environment clean and we make it long lasting, it protects us in all the situations. That is what it symbolizes. And on the 5th day, we celebrate Bhai Tika. The main reason behind celebrating Bhai Tika is to show a strong bond between a brother and a sister. They play a key role in uniting the family. So it really signifies that if they are in good health relation, the family is always united and happy. Now let me go back once again. Why is it so important to celebrate all these birds, animals, and the human? This is the creation of God. And to exist for a long time, we need the help of all these natural things that exist in nature. And Yama, as one of my students have already said, is the goddess of death, and Yamuna is his sister. For these 5 days, Yama goes to Yamuna's house and stays. So it shows how strong the relationship between a brother and a sister. It's a belief that if anyone leaves his body at this time of the year, we believe that they do not have to go to the hell, they go straight to the heaven. That is why we give a lot of emphasis on these 5 days of the year, which we call Yama Pancha. That falls in the month of October, and sometimes it falls in the month of November. Normally, it's in the month of Kartik, according to Bikram Samvat. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Today we, the students involved in ISA, are here to present a group discussion, and we'll be discussing about cultural flexibility. So what does cultural flexibility really mean? The flexibility in executing festivals or executing cultures that differs from religion and race is cultural flexibility. For example, a festival that is celebrated in Tarai region would not be same as celebrated in mountainous region or the Pahad region of Nepal. The cultural cultural separation and the race that is in Nepal is very different from part to part. That is why cultural flexibility in Nepal is more profound than any other countries. The participants of this discussion will be
I am Alvin Yadav.
I am Arman Mustafa.
I am Prashad Akal.
I am Shushtina Paudel.
So let's start the discussion. My first question is, to start the discussion, I'd like to ask the ways in which religion is flexible. To start off the discussion, I'd like to ask, in what ways are the religions flexible, and what is cultural flexibility?
Nepal is a biodiverse country. There are many cultural variations from place to place. We celebrate it accordingly. For example, the celebration of Holi in Tarai may differ in Hili, as mainly in Tarai the Holi is only played with colors and some water. But in the Hili region, now the modernity has caused the water balloons to be found, and they use water balloons to celebrate Holi. This is a sign of modernity and also a sign of cultural flexibility. We also celebrate different festivals, like Hindu often celebrate Christmas. So we can say that in Nepal the cultural variation is very diverse. Thank you.
Thank you for the answer. The second question is, what is the importance of cultural flexibility and how do you think it affects our society?
Cultural flexibility is very important because it brings peace and unity in the society. It brings about positive changes which helps in the development of an individual. It also makes it easy for people to understand each other and to develop the country. The people from one religion and one culture can understand the people from another religion. They will also be able to know about different cultures and maintain peace among each other. And it affects our society because it helps to maintain order and friendship among people. They will be able to exchange their ideas and opinions, due to which it will be easier for the country to develop. By saying this, I would like to conclude that cultural flexibility is very important. Thank you.
Nice answer. So the third question: when can cultural flexibility be seen most of the times? Could you explain about these situations?
Yes, cultural flexibility is very important. We can see this in various festivals such as in Dasera or Tihar. The Hindu people call Muslim or Christians people to celebrate among themselves. In Eid or Christmas, they even call Hindu or Buddha people and they celebrate among themselves. They give each other some foods and sweets and they dance and celebrate among themselves. This is an example in which we can see the cultural flexibility. Thank you.
Nice answer. So the last question for this discussion is, can you talk about the factors or the things that may cause cultural flexibility?
I'd like to answer the question. Thank you for the question. First of all, I would like to talk about cultural flexibility. It can be defined as the diversity or the variation found in the same culture from place to place. Today's world, we find cultural flexibility at many places. People get together and they celebrate their festivals with each other and with people from other cultures as well. The factors that may affect cultural flexibility can be the upbringing of modernity. This brings about better thinking and people realizing that all of us are equal and none of us are different. All the religions are respected and hence all the religions come together and celebrate each other's festival with peace and harmony. Also, cultural flexibility removes superstitions from the society and it brings about a change that is positive. It changes the minds and the ideas that one may have and also brings about positive remarks in one. Cultural flexibility occurs mainly due to positive ideas and positive thoughts. People have become more and more positive, and they've become more critical and are not discriminative and treat each other equally, and hence these are the factors that affect cultural flexibilities and bring about cultural flexibility, which is important. Thank you.
So we now have a brief understanding about how cultural flexibility occurs, why it occurs, and how it is profound and important in our society. This is a major role in our society, as we have different races and different sectors of where the geographical conditions and religions as well as the race is a little bit different from person to person, from different states, or it is not categorized as states, but it is more of provinces that we come from. And cultural flexibility has played a major part of development in culture and festivities in Nepal. Thank you.